So the team representing South Africa at the 2023 World Economic Forum is tasked with communicating to the world that the project of rebuilding institutions is working. BrandSA is part of the delegation aiming to present the country as open for business and investment. Tumisang Ndlovu filed this report.
We are joined now by Chairman of BrandSA, Thebe Ikalafeng, for more on this. Thank you so much for your time, Thebe. A diversified economy such as South Africa, how important is that as a selling point?
Well, I think it's important because it means that we have multiple opportunities for investors to engage with South Africa. So it's not just a mono sector economy like perhaps many other countries. I think to me it speaks to the strength of the country. It also speaks to the strength not just of the diversity of the economy, but also the diversity of the skills that South Africa has for all the investors who come to invest in South Africa. I think talent has always been one of the great assets of the Republic of South Africa.
We often don't talk about those gems where South Africa has quite a lot to offer. We've seen a decline in manufacturing, but at the same time there's a resilience in the likes of mining, manufacturing, the retail space. What's to be said about that becoming an advantageous position to say to investors that although we have challenges like the rest of the global economy, but we are still moving forward?
Well, if you look at the recent Nation Brand Forum, where we had a few of the stalwart international businesses which are in South Africa, such as H&M in the retail, for example, they spoke about South Africa being that attractive a country. Look at the manufacturing as well. Brands like Toyota, Ford have been in South Africa for many, many years. It speaks to South Africa's diverse economy, but also speaks to the fact that there are investors in South Africa who have proven that South Africa is indeed an attractive investment destination, and they can get positive return on their investment in South Africa.
What's the plan with regards to the sustainability of the promises that South Africa would be making to investors to keep them here?
We do know a year or so ago, the President started with the Economic Recovery and Reconstruction Plan, which is the foundation for rebuilding the economy post-COVID. We bring in the message that we have a solid plan to recover the economy. We bring a message that we are working on our energy challenges. We bring a message that South Africa is a resilient country, resilient people, and that we've proven that a country we've proven that as a country that is known for its creativity and its innovative approaches to solving problems, whether social problems. We apply the same to economic problems as well. So, of course, everybody, the global economy is suffering, not just South Africa, because of post-COVID, obviously, the war in Ukraine, obviously. It's just a general state of the global economy. So we're not alone in this. What's important, though, is what we are doing with it. And I think the country's got a solid plan to recover. What we need to do, we need to rally behind the country and also tell a positive story of South Africa.
Lastly, how has Team SA been received this time around at WEF 2023? It is essentially the first time that the gathering is taking place with the masses that is used to coming to this particular event. We are often called the darlings of the globe. What is it that has been said so far, irrespective of the challenges that we have, but that South Africa is still here?
Well, I think there's an excitement and anticipation of South Africa's presence here. I think what's so different this year, obviously, there's a country focus on South Africa. South Africa is hosting the official welcome event for all members. So we'll have about 800 or so delegates who are coming, who will be here at WEF and get an opportunity to see South Africa's diverse culture, South Africa's diverse messages and opportunities. We've got businesses like MultiChoice who are partners with Brand South Africa in ensuring that we tell a beautiful story of our culture here. So there's an anticipation of South Africa. There's belief that South Africa can indeed turn around. And we've got quite a strong delegation of ministers here, with the Minister of Finance leading the delegation to Davos. And quite a strong, I think, contingent of about 100 or so leading businesses out of South Africa who are here. That speaks to the confidence that we have. Of course, Davos is not just a meeting. It's a place where you're going to connect, a place where you're going to showcase your country, which we have an opportunity to do as a South Africa. But it's also a place where you can rebuild the confidence in the country.
Team South Africa, Brand South Africa, Brand Africa, encouraging global players here at WEF 2023 to grow with a diverse economy that South Africa is. For Channel 405, I'm Tumisang Ndlovu.